5 is? Does anyone know? It's 108 miles. So it's just not one community. It's a bunch of communities put together. It's North Dallas, East Dallas, West Dallas, South Dallas, and Oak Cliff is the core. Now, when I signed up to run for this campaign, and I talked to the Democratic Party, and the gentleman looked at me and he says, well, that's not much of a race. I said, why is that? He said, because we have a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, out of all the precincts, and as we stand here and we talk about we want to do more, and we want activists, and Domingo Garcia, but do you know we have the lowest voter turnout? That's an insult, because we stand. I want to stand for the people, but we got to have people that stand to support the people. When I was at the DA's office, you see a lot of things. You saw people that did wrong things, and they were convicted of things they did wrong. And there were some people who felt I didn't do it, and until we did the research and realized they didn't do it. So, and that's why I'm here, because as a constable, part of the process is the civil process, and the process of warrants. And it used to have patrol, but not anymore. It's very limited. When I looked at the last few campaigns, I noticed there wasn't much of people running for the office. It was pretty much the same people running for the same office, because they're going to make a difference. We're all going to make a difference. Because I'm going to tell you, as far as giving leadership, we need to make sure, like Jeff said, we need to give leadership to our people. And that is giving them training, giving them guidance, giving them their certifications, and make sure and hear their ideas, because you know what? Ideas not just come from leaders, they come from the people as well. And that's why the community, I'm glad it's finally standing up and say, hey, we shouldn't just wait for a cause to do something. Because every day something happens in our community. When we say, hey, I was looking on my Facebook at North Oak Cliff Crime, you know, I don't know who has that, but please sign up for me, because it will tell you every little thing that goes on in your area. But we need to make a difference in cleaning up our area, as far as not arresting people, but helping people. When I signed up, I went around and realized that we need to make a difference. That's why I joined the Lions Club. I joined the Lions Club to help people who had health issues. You know, we don't realize our salute. You know, our bodies are our temple in which we can do things. If we don't take care of that, we can't lead the people. And the other thing it does, it shows that we reach out to the community and we hear our concerns. And when I was walking in the MLK parade, there was a lot of people that didn't understand. And that's why we need to reach out to our communities. I want to create a committee panel which helps the community, English, Spanish, any language, because we're not just Latinos, we're Americans, we're Asian. We have a group of people. This is a melting pot. And all of us have situations that need to be addressed. Another concern that we have as far as in the law enforcement, and it's been a big issue, it's been our mental health. People don't understand mental health. It's not people trying to do bad, it's people that have conditions. They can be depressed, bipolar, schizophrenia. You know, that's one of the biggest issues. Another issue, one of the highest calls for Dallas PD, our concern is family violence. How do we break that cycle? And those are things that we need to address. So I don't want to just be a constable that just sits and tells everybody else to go do their work. You should trust your employees to go do their work in the first place. What I should be doing is getting into the community, hearing what's going on. So because when we get an area that gets developed, gets cleaned up, people want to bring businesses. And by bringing businesses, brings people. Bringing people brings money to the community, which helps the community. And that's what I want to stand for. That's why I say, let's bring leadership, let's bring accountability. So right, if someone doesn't do their job, let them be responsible. One of the things I received when I was at the Dallas County Marshals was the fact that when there was an issue that came up where 2 little girls escaped from juvenile. And someone told me, hey, there's the girls over there. You know, and my mind was, we have rules, we have procedures, protocol. And I broke them. I broke them because 2 lives were at stake. You know, I got on the radio, I called down for backup. You know, like, well, stand down. I said, well, I can't stand down. There's somebody reported somebody hurt. I continued on. Again, they're telling me back off, back off. Well, the people went in the water. So am I supposed to like them? Let you just go in the water and watch it? No. I called for more assistance. And finally, that's how I received my accommodation for going above and beyond what I'm supposed to do. I didn't ask for anything extra. I was just doing my job. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Constable, I'm sorry. As an elected constable, I serve the community. And I don't work for me, I work for you. Because if you have concerns and issues, you should have the ability to come to the office. You shouldn't have an appointment. You shouldn't have barriers to say you can't talk to me because I'm this and you're that. We're all equal, and we should be treated equal. And I get it. We have procedures and standards. That's fine. But we're also people. We're brothers and sisters. We're family, and we need to take care of each other. Because right, we have new people coming in, and the people that we used to know are not here anymore. So I've seen the wrongs, and I want to make them right. And that's all across the board. That's just not at the council's office. It's the community. And I'm about the community. And I hope when I'm elected, you come see me. Because you know what? We're going to make a difference. There's no one should be left behind because we're all equal. Thank you.
All right, our next candidate is a native of Dallas. She's a graduate from Sunset High School. She has been involved in several community programs, including coordinating school supply drives, swimming lessons, Christmas toys, and cook donuts in the community. She graduated from Cedar Valley Police Academy. She's has an advanced police officer certificate, and field training and instructor certificate, and supervisor and management certificates. And she's a candidate for Constable Precinct 5, Susan Lopez Craig.
Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Someone told me, Susan, no, you don't need a microphone. You already talked loud enough, so don't go blowing your ears out or anything. But first of all, I want to thank Domingo and Dr. Garcia for allowing me to come out and speak to you, and for my opponents for coming out and also giving their opinions. As you can see, there's not an incumbent here. That's the problem. For 8 years, almost 8 years, a lack of leadership. Never there. You talk about accountability and transparency. Everybody wants to bring it back to Precinct 5. Well, it should have never left. Right. Okay? It needs to stay. After I am elected into office, it's going to stay. Bring it back, it's going to stay. Also with me, I'm going to bring a big key. Then I'm going to lock the doors and have the community come back. And I am that key. I need to find out why there's certain things are not being done in that office anymore. Certain papers aren't being delivered anymore. I work for DISD and I see a constable from a different precinct come and bring the truancy summons to our school. Why is that? Why is someone else doing the job of Precinct 5? I'm sure that those deputies and that constable there can be doing something else other than doing the job for Precinct 5. I want to know why the AG papers are no longer being served out of there, which is child support and so forth. I don't know what happened to that area, but I want to know why. If it's something that we need to fix so we can bring it back, then I'm going to do that. I'm also going to have all of my deputies well trained. I'm also going to have my deputies know that when you come and work for me, you're going to work. You're not going to sit in the parking lot and look at the paper. No, I'm not going to deliver this. No, I'm not going to deliver that. That's not going to happen. You're going to deliver, 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 deliver. Because you pay money for these papers to be served. And let me tell you, Dallas County doesn't have refunds. No 30 days and you get your money back. Not like Target or Walmart, you do not get your money back. Now, another thing too, there's a lot of warrants that weren't served, and there were hundreds of warrants returned back. Precinct 5 was saying, oh yeah, we cleared all these warrants. Well, opening up a drawer and getting them out of there and sending them back, yeah, you cleared the warrants all right, you cleared them out of that drawer, but you didn't serve them. So, and that's a big difference between serving and just returning them back. This is a big precinct. It is a very big precinct, and there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here that deserve a lot more. Now, as far as my community service, I hate to tell you this, guys, you can't take it. Not on the community service. I believe in being out there for the people. I believe in giving it back. I was one of those kids. My grandfather was an immigrant from Mexico. He used to be a gardener. He used to take us to mow the yards. And my sisters, they're here, they know. He used to do them at Kessler, Turtle Creek, Island Park. And one day, you know, we all went out with him, and he had us raking and getting the leaves and getting the grass and putting it in the bags. And we were all little. And he said, you like this job? No. This is the kind of job you're going to do the rest of your life if you don't go get an education. My parents, my grandparents, especially my father, they were about education. I'm all for these dreamers, the doctor kids. I work at Hector P. Garcia Middle School, which is 95% Hispanic. A lot of my kids are undocumented, and it scares me. I'm scared for them. And I want to make a difference. I want to be able to use my position as the constable of precinct number 5 to expand it and help the kids. I'm all about kids, regardless of what people say. I am a disciplinarian. I believe in, you know, kids behaving. Parents, the best thing my mother ever told me and my sister was no. No, you're not going here. No, you're not going to wear that. No, you're not going to go out with that boy. No, no, no. And guess what? It makes a difference. Love your kids, but discipline your kids. I believe in giving it back. I have my own school supply drive, my own toy drive. I'm an American Red Cross swim instructor and a lifeguard. I teach free swimming lessons to the community because too many of our kids are drowning because parents can't afford swimming lessons. I'm tired of that. I'm not having that. I believe in giving it back to the community. Once I'm in office, after I win this election, I will be given a scholarship in the memory of my mother and my father, who was a military man for 24 years, World War II, Korea, towards Vietnam. My dad was a soldier. But I will be given a scholarship to different schools, boys and girls, with high grade levels. I believe in giving it back. We have to educate our kids. We've got to get our kids back, guys. We're losing our kids to Nikes, iPods, iPads, all that, phones. Parents, don't go get your kids a phone when they're 9 or 10. We didn't have them. Look how well we turned out with them. There's a phone in the office. You can use it. You can call your mama. So please, let's take care of our parents. Let's bring it back. These kids are our future. Okay, I worry. I see all the kids at school, at my school, and you know, not going to school, skipping. We've got to bring our kids back. I want to bring the truancy program back to Precinct 5 because it's close to my heart because I do care about kids. There's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I can say. Someone told me, don't go up there and talk. So, but please, give me your support. Please get online, or if you have any questions about me, our qualifications, come to me, because everybody knows here I'm a straight shooter. I don't mince words. So come to me, please show me your support, and I appreciate it for the time. And if you have any questions, here I am.
Any questions for Ms. Lopez-Craig?
Hi, my question would be in regards to you saying that our children don't need to have a phone at the age of 8 or 9, but I think it's very important for us to understand that our children need to be at the forefront of technology. So my question to you would be, how do you plan on progressing our society if you're not in favor of technology for our children?
It's not that I'm not for technology for kids. I mean, I hate to say this, I'm confused, dumb, stupid, and everything else. I mean, I'm scared I'm gonna get into the codes at the White House. But I believe in technology, and I believe in kids being able to have the technology to learn. But we also have to have certain criteria and limits inside the school as to what kids do with the electronics. And at my school, kids get in trouble all the time because of it. And I just feel like as parents and teachers, educators, we have to monitor, what they use and when they use it and what they want access to. I'm not against it. I'm 100% for it.
Well, I mean,
Renato, and then we're going to go on to the next thing.
Good morning, Madam Chair. We're 17 days away from the start of early voting. Could you share with us, obviously, you and probably the other candidates have been going around, could you share with us, have you been endorsed by any of the Democratic groups or any of the other groups in the community who have lined up to support your candidacy so far in this race?
Okay, well, I'm going to be very honest. I don't mince words. I've gone to all these screenings for endorsements, and I haven't received one. Do I feel bad about it? I did at first. Do I feel bad about it now? No, I don't. Because I know who I am, I know what I am, and I know what I can give you. I know what I can give you. I know what I can give you. And I know what I can give you. And that's a lot. I do have endorsement from Precinct Chair Manuel Rodell Sr.
That's right.
I have the endorsement for Pat Stevens, Dr. Pat Stevens in West Dallas. I have Precinct Chair Mark Baker out of West Dallas. I have his support. And I have Precinct Chair for Stephen Valdez. So there are people there that know who I am. There are people there that know what I can do. There are people there that know what I can do for you. I'm not going to forget you. I'm right here. I grew up in Oak Cliff. The first elementary school I went to was Benito Juarez. How many of y'all remember Benito Juarez out of West Dallas? That's where I went. Then I went to Idaho, Griner, and Sunset. So I'm not going to forget where I came from. First thing my grandmother told me, don't you ever forget where you came from. Amen. Never. I didn't know how to speak Spanish. So when I was in high school, I took Spanish in high school. I flunked it. So I went to my grandmother and I said, Polita, I feel Spanish. That's the wrong thing to say, Maulita. She goes, okay, no more English, not in this house. You don't only speak to me in Spanish. It was a long 6 weeks, folks. But I learned. Aquí estoy.
No me voy.
Our next candidate is a graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School. He got his associate's degree from Richmond College. Got his BS degree from the University of Phoenix. He served in the U.S. Marine Reserve. Went to the Officers Candidate School in Guantanamo. He has been a deputy constable since 2004, and he's a candidate for constable in PT3. Michael Orozco.
Good morning, thank you for having me. Likewise, I want to thank Domingo for inviting us here and giving us the opportunity to present our differences and ideas in this forum for constable. So, once again, my name is Michael Orozco, and I'm proud to say that I'm a candidate for the Dallas County Constable Office Precinct number 5. This is not something I decided to do overnight. This is something I've been planning for since day one. Since day one, I took the initiative of learning each and every division of the constable's office. I've worked civil, I've worked warrants, I've worked traffic, grid enforcement, and truancy. In fact, I've got more constable's office experience than all of my opponents combined. I have a master peace officer license. That's the highest license containing law enforcement. Civil process proficiency certificate. Bachelor's degree in management, United States Marine Corps, born and raised in Dallas, and graduated locally from Woodrow Wilson High School. Unfortunately, the current constable's office lacks efficiency, accountability, and leadership. And I have a plan, a comprehensive plan to restore that. I call it my 3C plan. Crime, cooperative partnerships, and community. Crime. The constable's office is and always will be a law enforcement agency. My officers will be trained, vigilant, and observant while they're out there in the civil beat serving these papers. They will be properly trained. If they observe an offense within their view, they will have the proper training to make the on-view arrest. But the constable's office here in Dallas County is a specialized law enforcement agency. Once again, specialized law enforcement agency. So in Dallas County, they relegated the duties of the constable's office to serve and execute all the civil process. We do the evictions, collection on judgments, truancy summons. We receive all the Class C warrants that are generated from the JP courts. And also, we do the mental health warrants as well that are issued by the JP. So that leads me to cooperative partnerships. Cooperative partnerships. From day one, once I'm elected, I intend to seek out and speak and create these partnerships with our city council reps, our DISD school board trustees, our county commissioners, our JPs, our local other constable elected officials. And furthermore, I'm going to, once Jessica Gonzalez is elected, if she asks me to go down to Austin and speak on her behalf for a piece of legislation that she's brought before committee, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that because that's what this community needs. More importantly, I want to create cooperative partnerships with the neighborhoods associations within Precinct 5. Which leads me to the last part of my plan. It's community. The bottom line is, everyone in this room has a family. And I care about our families and the future. And what I mean by that, it's our children. Thankfully, the constable's office affords us the opportunity to impact our children within our communities. And that's through the truancy enforcement program. And I'm here to tell you right now, day one, Commissioner Garcia, heads up, I want those truancy summons returned back to my office. Currently, all the truancy summons papers are served by Precinct 4. That makes no sense. I should be out there creating the awareness for our constituents. And it's about awareness. And I don't know if anybody has ever been to the truancy court, but it's not a good picture. When people are summoned, the parents, to go to truancy court, this is the first time they actually find out that their son or daughter has been failing and skipping school. And I want to do my part that I can bring those people to court to create awareness, to get them back involved in their child's life, to get them involved. Because we all know truancy is, and always has been, the root of delinquency. So, finally, I will not need on-the-job training. I am the most qualified candidate in this race. I have a plan that I want to implement. But what's even more greater is that I have the blueprint for success. And it comes from my father right there, Rich Orozco Sr. Raise your hand, Bobby. This man served Dallas County honorably for nearly 40 years. The majority of his career was spent in the constable's office. He was actually one of the first Hispanic chief deputy constables in Dallas County, which I'm very proud of. So you couple that with the plan that I have, that I'm going to instill, the blueprint for success that my father has done, because when he led his constable's office, it was one of the most successful constable's office in Dallas.